Alright, the first thing I do when I'm getting my ring sling ready is I take a look at where the material comes through the rings, and I want to make sure that it's bunched but not twisted. So I want to make sure it's bunched but laying flat, so that the rail that comes off this side is coming through this side. The rail that comes this side is coming through this side. Alright, next thing I do is I start, before I even have my baby in. Hey buddy, what's Spider-Man doing? Even in the sling, I want to get it pretty tight, you know, because these little guys, it's a lot easier to tighten and get the slack out when there's not a lot of slack to get out. So I like to get it pretty tight. For a newborn, I would cinch it all the way down so that really only my arm could fit in. But my baby is about 7 months old, so I'm going to leave a little more slack for myself. I'm going to start with the, I'm just making a video, bud. I'm going to start with the video nice and, I'm going to start with the rings nice and high up on my shoulder here, because when I take some of the slack out, it's going to pull the ring down my shoulder a little bit.
Hey, it's going to melt.
It's going to melt, I know, that's what snow does, but it's not going to melt today.
Yeah, I think
Put my baby in my ring sling. So I want to grab this bottom rail.
I think it's going to melt.
Think it's going to melt? I want to tuck it up underneath my baby and get a really good seat. Spread the pass across my back so it's nice and flat. And then when I tighten my rails here, I want to tighten the bottom rail by pulling down and back, and the top rail by pulling up. And sort of translate that directionality to each of the strands. You want to strand by strand tighten. That'll help keep the passes bunched and flat and help everything from getting twisted. If you start pulling this back down, just like you pull this one back down, then this fabric's going to fold over on itself and get bunched up, and you're going to lose your ability to get a nice tight carry. So you see, as I tighten it up, the ring moves a little bit down on my shoulder, but I like to have it up high where a corsage would be. Got nice